Hey guys, Dr. Meatheus here. Welcome back to some more of our road to the league with Southport. We got a new season. We've made some changes, but we're gonna have to go through and do a lot of stuff. I forgot I need to actually load up this because we're gonna do the end of season review. I already did the summer transfer window stuff because we have a lot of stuff going on the channel. I didn't want to go through it because it would take a while, and I wanted to kind of split it over a couple of days because yeah, I've been spending the last couple of days kind of here, there, in between things, kind of doing the episode. So I kind of wanted to film it all in once. I'm going to pull up the end of season review and then give you an idea where we are. We're going to play the 3 games today, or at least 2 games today. One of them ends up being Man City because this game hates me and it always wants to put Man City in front. So end of season review from last season. You can kind of see the rest of it. In here, our club vision, nothing crazy. Here's the end of season review. So the relegated teams were Queens Park Rangers, Brentford, and West Brom. All right, we'll just kind of go through a review of the season in the first place. So we kind of know who we brought in and everything like that. So we'll do our own end of season review. We will do it better than before. So let's get out the general info here. The general info, it's going to be review. All right, here we go. So on the squad, most appearances, Marius Kobaya, 40 appearances, 4 goals, 2 assists. I feel pretty good with him. I mean, he's a youngster, 19 years old. He's going to get better. He's going to improve a lot. I don't think he's up to the point where he's going to hit his transfer portion, but if someone actually gives me 95 before then, I will certainly accept it, but I don't think we'll end up getting it at that point. For our goals, it was Guerrero, who was in on loan, had 9. 8 by Gutierrez, who went down with that injury, just spinal injury. And then it was Cobernago from there. Not great from there. Assists, it was Markovic. So that's an interesting one. Markovic with 10. I think he's up to his ability at this point, but and we're going to play him up top. We're going to have to, and we'll kind of go through that when we do anything else. Other than that, I felt like, again, it was another year we just could not score goals. For the rest of the league, when we know that Man City kind of pretty much took it over, no one's even close to them. Brighton was 2nd, Tottenham 3rd, 4th, West Ham 5th, United was 6th, and Arsenal was 7th. I think Chelsea, and then it extends down to Sunderland maybe, all are in Europe. So Liverpool does miss out. Goals, it is Radov Nikovic for Man City with 33. So we might, I tried to really think about some of these guys that we could possibly get. The issue is the fact that we don't have the money. If these guys are prime players, like he's not for sale. That's 249. Axel Ferreira is 260. Villa is 70. Ismail is 60. Ricardo here is still 55. I mean, if we're looking through this, we're just going to have to find someone that's level. And so it's going to be very, very hard as time goes on. So that's one thing. I might also mess with the scouting for next year because I need to know whose stuff is possibly going end of contract so we can maybe catch a couple of players. Other than that, he also has the best average rating at 7.78. Man of the matches goes to Nicholas Kottman. Shoutouts to Nikola Marek. Assist to Moria on Man City with 19. And then, yeah, kind of looking at this, we just need more. So remember, we are going to be at Anfield again this year for at least 6 months out of the year, because I think we are upgrading up to the 20,000 maximum. I think that we would get, I believe, I'm kind of guessing here, that it's up to the 20,000 mark. Otherwise, we'll have to build it again. So the movements and what we're looking at so far. So Couple of things. We've been having some big, like we had a big transfer here from Zaragoza for Martin Ramirez. We're going to let him go out on loan because I think at the end of the day, we might end up re-signing him because he's actually grown a lot. And I think we'll end up re-signing him as our backup for next season. Heimer is going to be on loan and likely sold sooner rather than later. Everyone's trying to get cash though, but we're not going to let him out. So the sales at this point. Let's look at the sales. So Ismet Ludic out on loan. Nathan Phillips goes to Reading for 10 million, and Simeon Vidagardi goes to Dijon FCO for a total on loan of 3.9 million. So trying to get those loans up. Veronesi does agree to that 12.25 million for Reading. That was a part of his loan deal, so he ends up being signed and agreeing to that. Litho goes to Benfica for free. Makinawa goes to Johnstone, and Amaro goes to Gil Valente for 4 million. Simonovic to Zaragoza for 4, and then we have a bunch of loans between we get to Mafe Himide goes to Charlton for 1 million, and Jesus Kobo goes to Troy for 100k. The loans, Mark King to Wigan Athletic, David Sidhole to Queen's Park Rangers. So those aren't big ones. The biggest fee out of this is Fedor Axelson to Hibernian for 2.3. Then we have another small one, Thiago going to Wigan Athletic. We do have one loan here, a couple more. Zarza going to Johnstone for only 110k, and then Joe Hall trying to help out Aldershot Town. Now for the buys, because we had a lot of buys. First one is Daniel Kozovic, the Serbian 21-year-old international. We're going to be playing on this right side because we are going to a 5-2-3. So he's going to be playing as more of a complete wingback to a wingback. Good agility, stamina, natural fitness is up. So acceleration, although he is 21 years old, he's only going to get better. I think he's going to get much better than this. He's rated as a Skybet league champion type of player. So that was only for 9 million. Then we brought in from Atlanta United for 17.5 is Victor Dalsgaard, the Danish international, again 22 years old, a young guy, is close to his full potential, but I mean that full potential is great. Acceleration, agility, balance, pace, stamina, good aggression here with the flair and determination. I mean, off the ball, I mean, this guy could be a centerpiece for us, and he's played well throughout the preseason. Just a couple of games that are under 7, but otherwise scoring a goal in a lot of these preseason games. So that's good. He's going to be playing up top as an advance forward. João Soares from Estoril Pereira for 15.5 will be up to 20.5. Another good Prem player. We're going to be playing him as an attacking mid, and I think he can really solidify himself as an attacking mid. Now, of course, not great in a jumping reach, but I mean, good flair, vision, technique, anticipation, aggression. I mean, this is a big upgrade for what we were playing with last season, and that's only for 15.5. Kev Ashmore from Queen's Park Rangers for 10.25. I mean, we just needed defenders. Defenders were probably one of the harder ones to find. And when we're playing 3 in the back like this, it's center back, it's going to get a little sticky on how we can do that. So we bring him in, and then Anders DeLong, also from Queen's Park Rangers for 10.75. He's going to be our keeper, and hopefully the idea with this history of allowing 80 goals is because Queen's Park Rangers was just bad because they were relegated. So there is that. As we go through Emilatoria from Barcelona, we played that 6.5. So he is back. From LAFC, 4.2. Marco Heinz, the German. I mean, we're coming in and we just need a good player to play, to actually reinforce maybe the middle if we need to, but he can't play out in the wing. So this is a dual purpose. He is injured right now from a groin strain, so that is a thing. Luca Tiberi from Toronto for 12.5. Now, this is a player that could play in the middle, could play out in the wing. DM, he's not going to be playing defensive back. If emergency, he could. The idea is to play him in the middle and out on the wing. But also, if we want to, we can play him all the way up top. A very versatile player. He could play in 3 or 4 of our positions, so he's a big, vital player. And then Ramus Jacobsen from Copenhagen for 8 million. We'll go through the other one right quick. This is just a backup keeper. We needed one. And well, yeah, backup keeper. Nothing crazy. Our one lone youngster that we were able to buy is the Mexican youngster, Eric Oria. I think he could be a great piece going forward. He's 5'5". I mean, we're talking about an attacking mid. He does have some tackling, so maybe in an emergency we can play him as a defensive mid, but I'd rather him up in the state of play towards the back, which is why we're training him as an advanced playmaker. And let's play more of the attacking movement, and we'll see what we can get there. So those are the ins and outs. What the formation looks like at this point is a 5-2-3. Markovic up top with Dalsgaard and Soares. All will be our group of 3 up top. Bennett on the left, Kovacs on the right, Korabaya, and then Tiberio will be starting in the middle. On defense, we have a good bit of like Kev Ashmore's in here that could come in. But we're going to drop Malik back. Torrio will be there and Gonzalez. So they'll be our 3 in the back with Long in goal. On the bench, obviously Jacobsen as that reserve keeper. Gutierrez, who is up and ready to play for that off that spinal injury. Holberg, Araya, Suarez, Dodate, which we'll be learning more of the wingback position out wide because he can play that. Clavery from the middle and Kev Ashmore in the middle as well. So that'll be your biggest thing from there on the bench. Nothing to really write home about. You can see that. Now, season preview at this point. The season preview still projected to be 19th in the league. I don't think that's necessarily true, but we'll see. Guys, in the key players, Dalsgaard is in there, and then it's Malik up there as well. We don't have a third. So that is big. I don't think this Media Dream 11 has changed much, but again, Man City is slated to win it. Newcastle, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Tottenham. The ones promoted with Crystal Palace, Cardiff City, and Reading. Reading won the playoff, and we actually had a couple of players, or at least one on Reading, that actually helped them. I think it was Vernesi who ultimately agreed to play for Reading. Actually did help them get promoted. So they're up in the Prem now. Other than that, for our schedule, we're going to start off the day against, or the year rather, against Brighton. Their key man, Darren Bruce Smith, will be their king man. Playing back, the center back could play a little wing back. I mean, this is a good freaking player. Wow. All right, we're just going to hope we can get that. Now, preseason, I wouldn't put too much stock into it because it was only maybe 1 or 2 teams that were Chinese top tier teams, but ultimately we didn't play anyone in a division or anyone of note, so we got to temper our expectations from that because our league is a lot harder. We did draw in the Carabao Cup Millwall, and our expectations here are a little bit different because we had to do it. So we need to get to, when we look at the FA Cup, the stages, I think it's by rules. We're in the 3rd round. We said everyone we're going to get to the 5th round in both. So we need to win 2 FA Cup games. Our first one is drawn a bit, is not drawn until December. On the flip side, Carabao Cup with Millwall, are going to have a little bit more. And I think from here we only need to get to the 4th round in this one. Or maybe it's the 3rd round, but in this, we just need to win 2 games. Millwall is the first one drawn here, so it should be a little bit easier. We are away for that one. So here we go. I don't think I'm really missing anything else. Overall balance is good. Transfer budget, there's a little bit of money. We have a little bit of payroll. Biggest thing with the overall budget was the board injected about 30 million into it. So I mean, just as long as you have a good finish, that won't be an issue there. My idea. So we're fine. I think we're good. As I'm going through, I think that is it. Our club atmosphere is good. Our team cohesion needs some work. And yeah, so the expectations from this team right now is that we need some pretty good play from our youngsters. So Eric Uria will be one that comes through. Holberg, we need him to come through when it counts. On the field, it's Corbia, Kozaks, Malik, and Jose Gonzalez that I really need him to get on board and play some good games. At this point, also where our facilities are at, because we had one upgrade. Our training facilities are 4.5 stars, so almost max. Our youth facilities are at 3.5. Trying to max that up. And our reputation's at 3. We're upwards at this point of 388 million. That's not crazy. We're secure. We're good. And we're just under a million. Well, not just under, but we're under 1 million followers still at this point. Our key man is Victor Delegard. We have to score some goals. So we hit next. Remember, since we're playing at Anfield, things are going to be a little bit different just because of the sole fact that we are playing probably a day before or a day after, or we'll play the day of if Arsenal is away. Remember, Arsenal gets first choice play at their own field. So we are going to go ahead and submit the team. I know some people are going to need to be subbed before rather than later. 42, it's a good number. But I think we'll be fine. I think it was the sole fact that I might have had them in a youth game accidentally. So they played in an under 21s game like 2 days before this or 3 days before this. So that's why they're kind of gassed a little bit. Why some people on the bench are a little bit gassed. So I just have to recognize that I can't do that at the end of the day. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. And we need to fight through this. So let's give a little words of encouragement. That'll be gone in FM25. Should be interesting that there's no shouty from the sidelines. Just use it so much. Van Limpt over to Kula, looking for the cross. Korobaya does intercept it. Suarez looking, plays it back to Malik. Korobaya, Tabiri. Tabiri's looking, plays it. We just need good control of this ball. Bennett, Korobaya, I like it. Tabiri, just be smart with it. That's into space. Plays it up. Delicard. Suarez making a touch and in the back of the net. I think that was chipped over the keeper. And Zhao puts it in the back of the net. Now, I knew he was going to be good. But I mean, that was dirty. Delicard lays it off. We're playing with 2 advanced forwards up top to try to get up the field more. And one's not going to be coming back. So we want to put as much pressure out there. And Corbaya playing as a regista. That's going to be interesting for the long run. He was playing that a little bit last season. I really liked how we were playing. That's played up. Van Lent looking. Shot is there. And DeLong can easily take care of that. You know, the announcers thought it was going to be one of the goals of the season, which is quite hilarious. Let's praise the boys, make them all happy, and see if we can get another goal. Williams out to Brettenberger. Plays up to Kula. Kula looking. Being kind of pressed a little bit by our attacking mid. Balde. Yazin. Plays it out. Kovacs is there to intercept it. Tabiri. Good play. Plays it over the top. Probably would have been offsides if we would have chased that. Yazin, though, getting a little pressure on him. It's going to be blocked. Header is there. We steal it out of possession. Tabiri. Gonzalez looking. Urbaya. Plays it through. Kovacs. Looking. Plays it. Tabiri. Tabiri does take that out of possession again. Shot is there. Wide. Hits it. And he follows his shot. He's going to say he's offsides. That's going to be close. I did not see where for Suarez was, and I'm probably mispronouncing that. So if I'm mispronouncing it, he's Portuguese. Please tell me down below because I don't know how to pronounce it because I'm dumb. But Tabiri plays over Corbaya. He is off just a little bit. Well, unfortunately, that is not going to count. That is unfortunate. So we're not like bombarding possession here, but our XG is a lot better than theirs. Let's keep on that. We're probably going to make in the 50th minute 3 subs. Or I might make them here. I might make them at the half, actually. Let's do that. Let's make them at the half. Bennett will come out. We'll put in Suarez on the left side. Kovacs will come out, and we'll put Dodate out here. And Dodate will play a little bit on the outside. Otherwise, we will keep holding strong with what we have, and I'm happy with your guys' performance. You guys were just gassed. That's why I'm taking you out. Let's praise the boys. Gonzalez up to Tiberi. Corbaya. Shot, and that is saved by Williams. Williams with the great save, tipping it over. Here's a corner. Dodate is going to take it. Dodate places it in, and Williams off his line, and he will snag that in the air. I like how we're playing right now. Our central midfielder are doing an amazing job. So I'm glad of where we are. We are dominating the midfield, and Jesus is going to take this. Looking, headers there. We do deny it, but still threatening. Shot is there off the post. That is likely going to be offsides. Abu Bakari looked like he was playing up when that ball was hit. Might have been in the view, and it's going to be awarded actually. No, it's Van Lemp that's too far forward actually, and not him. Abu Bakari is right there. He is level, if not behind, because Dodate is a little bit forward. So not too bad. Well, I mean, that is too bad. That's a smart play. Bring it up. Van Lind. Jesus wants to take a shot. Shot is going to be wide right. Okay, I'm going to come in, and Suarez is going to come out. I'm going to put Holberg up there. Should I put Araya? You know what? I'm going to put Araya up here, and I'm going to have him be an attacking mid. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to get Gutierrez up. I'm going to get Markovic back. This is how we're going to play. So I do want to stop this because there was a goal scored, and I do want to see this. Markovic is going to play here. Oh. Tiberi. Let's do that. All right, De Jong here is going to play it deep. We're going to see it live. Markovic does do a header. Dalsgaard's there, touches it, and then puts it in the back of the net. That's a good finish. A little bit of rewind action so we can actually get some subs in. So Dalsgaard, Markovic is there, so that's a good partnership as time goes on. So I actually want to do this then. Actually, I'm fine with this, but let's go. We're going to attack with the AM. All right, Gonzalez is struggling a little bit. Let's bring in Ashmore out here for Gonzalez. And Suarez is struggling because he normally plays on the right. I don't want to take him out. In the middle, Corbaya is struggling. Let's get in. Let's get a Riza here. Flip over. Tiberi. Let's have Tiberi stay there. And let's go with the Segundo Volante on support for Riza. So he still plays a little bit back. All right, let's praise the boys for this. We're playing great. We need just to hold this. A lot of the games that we had last year were lost late in the game, so we don't want that to happen. Van Lempt looking, crosses there, and Tora's there. Abu Bakari goes down in a heap. Abu Bakari is injured. I don't think Tora's going to get a red card for this. It is a lot of physical contact. The penalty will be awarded. I think Tora might get a yellow card. He actually won't. So Abu Bakari does come out. Shot is there, and De Jong makes a stop. He makes a stop, gets enough on it that he's able to ricochet it off the bar, and that is a big kick. Dalsgaard. Immediately we have another moment. It's for us. Tiberi, De Tora, looking Ashmore. Has time. Looking. Tiberi turns it. He's going to lose that possession, then take it back. Through ball to Suarez. Suarez, cross, and Gutierrez in the back of the net. Kepa Gutierrez coming back after breaking his back, hurting his spine, something. We'd have to, I'm going to look at that. This man came through adversity at this point, and he has come through so much. Now, medical report, it was a damaged spine. We don't know what was wrong with said spine. There's no indication that there's any problems, and the man, through adversity off a spinal injury, comes through first game and gets himself a goal. You'll love to see it. And Van Lempt is at a 5.9. I think he was the one that missed the penalty on that as well. Dodate up to Markovic. Plays out to Ariza. Ashmore. Dodate. Want Dodate do something with the ball. I like it. I like what we're doing here, but we need to spread out. There we go. Ariza going wide. I'd like to see that. Establishing our shape again. Ashmore looking. It'll put an extra person in the box if the cross can come out. It can't. Plays it up to Beery. Dodate crosses in, back post. Gutierrez hits it back to Suarez, and that's over. Good communication to know you can't take that shot, and pops it back to Suarez, and he just can't make it. Yeah, Van Lempt missed that penalty. And we have a bunch of green, and you love to see it. Along with a 7.7. And that was a good choice bringing him in. I wasn't sure after he gave up 80 goals. And at this point, my initial impression is that, and I'll mind you, we have Man City next. Our initial impression right now is that that was a smart play. And the issue was, well, Queen's Park Rangers was just not good defensively. And so he was just under pressure constantly. So that's what I'm going with. At this point, also, though, let's make sure we're not overtraining the boys. We do need some rest days in here. We do have them. Put the routines back here. We'll play from back. We'll put the match tactics preparation. And, let's say we do some team bonding right here, which will get some recovery. All right, so we'll be back with the Man City game, and I think that'll be the only one we play until we get to the Carabao Cup, which will be the third game in this episode. So we'll play the first two, go to the Carabao Cup, and then I'll be able to play through as we get more and more stuff with Heimer, which would be a good thing. All right, so here we go. Man City, we are up against them. We are going to be traveling to, I can never mispronounce it right, but pronounce it right. Is it Etihad or Etihad Stadium? Their key man, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Radov Nikovic. He is an absolute master and a monster. Croatian, 63 caps, 32 goals, 25 years old. He is the new wreck of the league. So they're going to be playing a 4-2-3-1. We're going to play a balanced mentality, and hopefully we can get them on the counterattack. But this is going to be an uphill battle. Just generally across the board. Okay, let's put it through. Everyone is out and ready to go. Everyone is good, warmed up, and we just need something to get it. So good luck out there. We're going to need it. It's all about momentum, and we need it here. Yeah, that's right. We are on the road. I did say that, right? I think I did. Okay. So pretty good possession right now. No shots. I don't think we're going to get a lot of shots. Rian's going to take a corner here. And that is going to be headed over at the goal. Now, the only way we could possibly win this is Man City shanking a lot of shots. I think that's the only way. And us just getting lucky and getting one, maybe two goals in this game. But we'll have to see ultimately. We only have one shot. I'm going to demand more here. Some of the guys don't like the demand more. But the shots aren't here. Markovic goes down. Okay, with that in mind, Kepa Gutierrez is going to come in. Markovic going down is not a great thing. We don't have a lot of strikers. We might have to sign another striker. De Jong misses it. Bennett gets himself in the way to deflect the shot. That could have been bad. Moria in there. Header just over De Jong's hand. I mean, that was a good one. That was a good. It's just barely over his hand, too. Yep. It happens sometimes like that. So let's go more positive. Maybe we'll have more shots. Haven't taken enough shots. Where is carrying an injury? All right, Karabaya plays it up. Dalsgaard, Kovacs cannot get a shot. That has to be a shot taken there. And this could be dangerous. Heartland looking, and he's going to put it in. All right, very attacking. Let's see what we can get. Gutierrez is not doing it up top right now. I don't think Suarez can play up top. Yeah. Who do I want to play up top then? I mean, Gutierrez is probably the best we can do right now. That was dangerous. Plays it up. That's a good ball. Gutierrez in the back of the net. So Kepa Gutierrez' second goal of the year. We have cut it down to 1. There should be a card given with that that back tackle. This one right here. But play on is given. You saw the ref there. Play on. Actually, the card is given. So Suarez, let's get him out. Let's put in Oria. Dalsgaard, let's get Holberg in. We got 2 more that we can pull in. Tabiri, let's go with Areza. And do we have someone that can play up top? And Kovacs can, right? Kovacs technically can. Let's do this. Oria's going to come over here. Orea's going to come out and play a Segundo Volante. Kozak's going to come up top. And we're going to get Rodate on the right here. That's what that was bad. Okay, good tackle by Tora. Suarez misses it. Tabiri, Gutierrez, Dalsgaard shot, and Peralta does get himself in front of that. All right, there's the rest of our subs. Date on the right side. Kovacs is going to have to play up top. Him playing as an AP smart. Let's have him play as an attacking mid. Attack. Oria. His first couple of minutes, he does get a card. Okay, that is interesting. Radov Nikovic is going to take a shot here. Actually, he's not. That shot is over. It's Arejo. Come on, boys. About 5 to 6 minutes left. Can we get an equalizer here? Malik. Shot is on target, which we don't normally have. And Mark makes a great save. We're going to put it in. It's going to be right here. Ariza in the crowd. Holberg. Header. Gutierrez. Can't get on it. Bennett. We'll settle it down, but that'll be the end of that moment. One more chance, and we will not get it. I thought we played a good game. I thought we played a good game. We cut it. It was only 2-1 in that one. And I thought we played good. Thought we played pretty well. Let's see how bad this injury is. Okay, it's a fractured wrist. We can have him play through injury. Just a fractured wrist. You want to take him out. Make sure it's protected. I like it. That's the idea. Okay, so I'm going to play the Tottenham game, and we'll be back with Millwall, and that will end our game. So at least the Carabao Cup game will be there, and we'll round out something. So I'm going to play this Tottenham game, and we will be right back. All right, so our last game today is in the Carabao Cup. It's going to be Millwall, who's in the championship. Their key man is Michael Clark. We're at the point where we're better. I think we're better than championship teams. Like, without a doubt. Okay, so Vladimir's going to be out. We're going to take him out. He'll be only used in an emergency at this point. We are going to put in Gutierrez. We're going to give Markovic some time to rest. He does have that fractured wrist, so we're just going to have to take him in and out, in and out. We do have a game like 3 days after this against Newcastle, so that's why we want to do that. Otherwise, all the starters are going to be in here, and we will see what we can do because we don't want to mess around here. We actually want to do a good push. So, with that in mind, get this game underway. We are at Millwall for this, and we need something here. And we just told the media that Markovic is way short of fitness, so there is that. We're playing a 4-4-2. Millwall is, so it's going to be a bit of a difficult go if it's the standard 4-4-2 that we can't get through because yeah, we have some issues. But Tabiri is there making a great play, and already we have a possible scoring attempt that's going across. That was just some good tackling in the box. Rabaya out to Bennett, who's learning that outside position. That's a good ball. Gutierrez cross in. We can't put it back in the net, but it doesn't matter because he is offsides there. Made a better form of attack on that. All right, here we go. Dalsgaard and take this corner. Serviceable in the middle. Header is over by Kovacs. So some pretty good stuff there. Finally, 2 shots on target in the first 10 minutes. I like where we're going with this. We just need to finish. I think Tabiri is going to be a good player for this team. While he can't grow anymore at this point, even at 21, I think he's a good mainstay in the middle. So one thing with that, like, his growth, as you learn different positions, you kind of use up your potential, which kind of sucks because I think he could be a really good player if you didn't learn or know all those positions. Gutierrez here. That's going to be cleared out by Hughes. Bennett easily can get up there. Bring it back up. Tora just passing the ball around, looking for that space. Going to play it deep. Gutierrez is off sides. Another big one. Tora will win that in the air. Soares, Karabaya, Bennett. Can dribble this up. Plays it through. Another shot blocked by Hutchinson. So, out wide, this one will be Tabiri taking this one. Seems more possible. Tora can't win it. Malik does get his head on it, but that's an easy ball for Hutchinson. Now remember, Carabao Cup, if this does go into a tie, it is a shootout immediately, as that one is played up. Hutchinson, Kovacs with the header. This is a long moment. Let's make sure we're not on full game. And we're still on key highlights. It's a long moment. You know how Football Manager is. The longer the moment, the more likely it is that a goal is going to be scored. Tabiri, Suarez, up to Kovacs. Good touch on the outside. Plays in, cleared again, and I don't know why we were watching that. Kovacs, Dalsgaard in the next moment. Not even a couple minutes later. Good shots by Suarez, and that is wide right. 6 shots, 3 on target, and we are rolling just 5 minutes later. Bio loses that out. Hughes just kicks it downfield. Obviously, no one's there. It's just to reset the defense, which can be smart. It gives us a lot of space. Tiberi plays it up. Kovacs, they're playing more defensive. You can kind of tell that they're playing back and they want to hit us on the counterattack. Thing is, we are prepared for that. Bennett looking, plays it up. That's in space, and Hutchinson comes out the line. That's a smart play. Hutchinson looking for this big kick. And there it is. Going deep here. Gonzalez is going to win it. Dalsgaard Saras is going to bring it down. And that comes straight down to Gutierrez, who finishes his 3rd goal of the season. And he is rocking and rolling. He's been a good focal point. Now, I think they still say that he is a world-class player. So they still think he can grow a lot. If that's the case, he's probably a late bloomer, a late developer, which I'm fine with giving him the time to play. And he will get it here. Kovacs, about 5 minutes later again. Rabaya, Tiberi, shot, and that's wide left. Tiberi, not the greatest on finishing, but he does have a couple of goals this year. So good XG on there. We've created loads. I love how we're playing, and I am loving it. It'll be what? We've only won maybe the first round any cup. Maybe earlier we had a FA Cup run. But I mean, most of the time we were playing where we enter and we were just playing League 1 and League 2 teams. It was before any Premier League teams actually came in. This is the first one that we may end up, actually the second one we may end up winning. But Hughes shot the long, great stop, pulling that wide right. Yeah, this will be the first one that we actually win, or the second, did it again, second game, we actually won, we're at the Premier League level, so that's going to be interesting. They have an injury, Kanariki, we're going to come through. And here is a good shot possibility. It's going to be Soares taking this. He is very good at this type of thing. Free kick is 14. Looking for the shot. It's there, and that's on target. Hutchinson makes a save. I actually feel good about that because that is something we haven't had. Typically, we always miss that, like completely. But the fact that that was on frame, Hutchinson just makes a good play on it, that actually gives me hope that we could score some goals like that. Good ball up. He will not be denied his goal. João Soares puts it in the back of the net. It is 2-0 over Millwall. I know this might be not as entertaining because it is Millwall, but at the end of the day, a win is a win. And from this, our cup has been an absolute curse in this so far. We're going to make these subs. It's been an absolute curse. Let's get Oria in. Let's get Ariza in. Let's switch that around. Let's get in Clavery and Ashmore on the backside. And I think we're going to get Suarez on the left to get him to... Actually, let's get Holzberg in Suarez. We'll make him a shadow striker. It's nothing crazy. Let's get some of the guys that could need it. I think Oria is going to end up being the guy that is a good replacement for Tiberi. But if Tiberi keeps on playing this well, obviously he's not going anywhere. But the development Oria, as he gets playing time, will be great. This played up. Brook looking. Plays it inside. Oria, great play, but Mohammed puts that in the back of the net. Clavery just gets tangled with the ball, and Mohammed comes up with it. It is a 2-1 game that cuts it in half. I'm going to demand more. They might get angry, but I'm going to demand more because I expect a finish here. A long, big kick here. Going deep. Gutierrez. Headers there. Go all the way back. Dalsgaard will chase this, which I do like the effort. Brown playing it over. That should have been taken out of possession. Plays in Brook wide. This is going to be intercepted by Bennett. Holberg looking, plays it through. Gutierrez is going to be offside, but I like the finish there. Gutierrez to Dalsgaard for the goal. Coming back though. Little offsides. Now 87th minute. Millwall trying to get back into this. And that is something that should not have happened. It's a tie ball game. Oh, this is going to be rough, I think. Unless we can get another goal here. Kovacs going to take this one. Come on. Shot off the post. That's what we keep on. Actually, that was saved by Hutchinson. Okay. That was a good save. Dalsgaard. Gonna put this in play. We need some set piece goals. It's one of our goals that's been in the franchise for a couple of years. We just haven't been able to do it. That's in the middle. We can't win it. Clavery, header. Hutchinson is easily going to take that off the line. I'm going to demand more, and I'm going to go more attacking. A minute left, and here we go into penalties. Holberg's up top. We'll go Ariza, Kovacs, Dalsgaard, Araya, Bennett. Clavery, Tora, Ashmole, DeLong, Gutierrez. Gutierrez isn't good at penalties, but yeah. Okay. Pep talk. Pick your spot. Don't change it. Okay, we're going to go behind goal for this, like we always do. First shot is going to be to Millwall, and the long is literally an absolute mind reader for that one. Easy play as Holberg comes up and takes this next one. Or actually, our first shot is in there. Hutchinson guesses wrong. 1-0. Muhammad's going to come up. Did have a goal earlier. Long looking for a redemption. And it's shot, and he picks the right side, just not far enough. Ariza going to come out. He is going to be our next kicker. Lines up. Shot is there. Hutchinson not far enough. Good upper 90 goal. It is 2-1. Sanu up to challenge the long. He's going to take his left foot, hits it, and the long picks the wrong direction. Can we keep this streak going? Kovacs is up, and we'll see if he can beat Hutchinson with his right foot as he takes it. Shot is straight on. Hutchinson dives away from it. Here's 3-2. Brook up. The long looking for a stop to cut this. It's up and just past his outreached arm. Dalsgaard coming up. Can he keep us in front? Dalsgaard with his right foot. Shot. Hutchinson saves it. Wow. That was the most disgusting shot I have ever seen as Kalabali comes up. The long, we need a stop here. With his left foot, Kalabali comes up and he guesses wrong. If we lose because of that, it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. That we've lost the game again towards the end. And it's the youngster, Araya, coming up to keep us in this. With his right foot, it comes up to the youngster. Shot is in the back of the upper 90 right side. And Kabaya. Now from here, we should have better players at penalties. The long up, and he's going to guess wrong. A key word is we should. I don't know if that's actually going to be the case because you never know what can happen. Bennett coming up, and this is where I get nervous. This is where I get nervous. Bennett needs to put this in to keep us in it. Shot is in there. Okay, I thought he missed that. Abondo coming out. Gonna use his right foot. Shot goes right under DeLong's hands. Oh, you gotta save that. Now we're going into defenders for us. Clavery's up next. This might actually go because of that 4-4-2. This might be in favor of Millwall. And Clavery puts it in. He was a little nervous as well. Brown up. The longest penalties I think I went in was FM22, and I think it went to 11 or 12. So we were back across with the top two. So the first two that took the shots, and it came through that. I think it was an FA Cup game, which was insane. Now Tora gonna try to keep us in this, and he puts in the back of the net. Okay. This is gonna come down to either one of two things. Someone misses, or DeLong makes a save. DeLong makes a save. This is where it ends. Because I don't see the fact that Hutchinson will make a save. However, we're in defenders, so you never know what it could be. Ashmore, this is your show. You have to put it in the back of the net so we can go on and just put this stage behind us. And he does. Southport will continue to the next stage of the Carabao Cup. Millwall will be sent back home. Not really sent back home because they're already at home, but they're going to be sent back home. The bus ride back to Southport. We'll be happy. Whole bunch of singing, whole bunch of stuff. We weren't at our best, but we got the result, and that will be it. I mean, I thought it was a great goal that Xiao scored. See if there's any more upsets. Not seeing any. That one, Portsmouth over Burnley in penalties. That's a big one. That is a big one for that. Okay, so that will be the end of the episode. Carabao Cup is in there. We'll have to see next episode who will be playing, because we will be playing in the Carabao Cup. And we'll be seeing what we can get. Also have to worry about the deadline in a week. I'm not sure if we're going to make any more sales at this point. So between this, I do want to say between all of this, the Tottenham game, we did win 1-0. So at this point, we've won 2 league games. We've lost 1 to Man City. That was a big one. I think at the end of the day, when we come back after the Newcastle game for the Carabao Cup, we'll play this. We'll probably play Everton or Nottingham Forest. We'll kind of play into here in September before we start bouncing around in cup games. Cup games are the things that matter, because I think that is what we'll have our prime competition in so far. Just as long as we're playing great. That is the key word, if we're playing great. So thank you all for joining me in this one. This one was a great one. 3 games for you. A little bit longer of an episode, but hey, we did have a just, I don't want to say agonizing penalty kick, but it should not have been there because we gave up the lead. We should have been able to defensively hold, but it is okay. So thanks for hanging out. Go leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.